How to write a speech introduction about yourself. Oh my, when you create a speech introduction, it's so important. It's important to the setup for the person who's listening. I speak at conventions and conferences around the world, and often the introducer is more nervous about their 2 minutes speech introduction than I am about the whole speech. So what do you and I need to do to write a speech introduction? We've got to think, even though it's about us, we need to make the introduction about the audience. So what is the point of your story? What is the idea you're trying to get across? And if we can use a you-focused question, or we can at least understand, help the audience relate to the problem that we're there to help them solve, it goes a long way to creating that connection. So what's the problem? Step one, what's the problem that you're there to help them solve? Step two, a sentence or two about the solution that you have for them. And then number three is why they should listen to you. What's your credibility to help them in these areas? And then one of my favorite things to do is to use a video introduction. So even if the person is not a great introducer, the video will then display my credibility and connect me emotionally with the audience. See, it's all about the connection. Your introduction is to create the connection for your audience to the topic and to you. So after I have the reader of my introduction, they set up my video introduction. And then it says on the intro, so now point to video, to screen to play video. So the last line in the formal introduction is, let's go now to Anaheim, California, where they're about to announce the winner. And then the audience, and then on the screen in the room, they see this.
And the 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking, Darren LaCroix. King Darren, your subjects would like to hear a few words from you.
Man, that's cool. My first prayers, I asked God if the other 8 contestants could just go over time. That's all I wanted. Again, thank you to my district, Dave McElhaney, Carmen, of course, the great, the one and only, the genius of speaking, Mark Brown, David Brooks, Ed Tate. The champions are so gracious, giving me wisdom and advice, and I knew I would work hard, but they helped keep me on the right track. Just one more little thing. Did anyone else ever cry during this thing? Am I the first one? Does that count as a gesture? I'll never forget, my dad probably doesn't even remember. He said, I don't care what you want to do, just be the best. And I am, Dad.
Because that caring and wanting to help people comes through in everything he does.
Darren cares about you. He's a mentor.
And how to deliver a speech, how to write a speech. So it's just, I think you get the full package with Darren.
Darren, as I said earlier, challenges you, and he wants me to get better. He wants me to grow.
Someone just said you're the world champion. What are you gonna do now? I'm going to Disneyland.
Did you feel a connection? Did you feel emotion? My reason for that video introduction is to literally connect the audience to me emotionally. So if you felt something while you watched that, when my mom was hugging me, that's the point. So how can we create a connection with our audience using video, using emotion, using sound, telling your story? And you notice near the end, I had credibility, very short sound bites about people who are my students who've learned through my online university, Stage Time University. So I'm also getting the showing my credibility as a guide. So if there's a way you can do that with a video introduction, it goes a long way to creating the connection and setting up the audience to listen to your speech. It's our job to create a good introduction about ourselves, which sometimes can be awkward, but where we take us out of it and put what's the problem the audience needs the help with that we're there to help solve, what's our solution, and then why should they listen to us? So this is what I do. I teach people how to create connection with the audience, how to deliver an unforgettable presentation. If you'd like to know more, check out stagetimeuniversity.com.